My name is Nancy Bistany. I am a Chicagoan. I'm from Des Plaines, Illinois. I am a STAR member and FCRR. I serve on the STAR Liaison Committee, FCRR's Technology Evaluation Committee, and I've been reporting for a long time, over 30 years. I will use a briefcase structure for months and or cases. So I might use March 2016 as my month structure with my judge, but I will also use with my judge and for my court, USA versus Smith, for example. If I'm going to another judge's courtroom, I set up a briefcase for that judge. So it might be Judge Jones would be that briefcase, and within that judge's briefcase, I will have a sub-briefcase. That might be motions, or it might be sentencings, or it might be a particular case within that judge's briefcase. And then I could also set up another briefcase below that. So I use that structure of the briefcase to keep my files organized. The value of the briefcase structure for me is that I am able very quickly to find a transcript order. So for example, our transcript orders in federal court come across the court's website, and it will say the case number and the date. So then I can go to the date for that particular hearing, and I can pull up March 2016, and within that I will have a file name 030916 Smith, and that will allow me within that briefcase to find that file very quickly. I have to keep it organized because I will have in one motion call for that day probably 16 to 20 different cases within that motion call, and they're all in one file. So I have to go to that date within that briefcase for that file. As a federal official, we have a buddy system for Case Catalyst software. My buddy is aware of how my file structure is done with briefcases, so that in the event I'm unavailable to do a transcript order, they are able to go to that particular month and year briefcase and find that particular file or motion call or sentencing within that briefcase. And that's the beauty of that, is to be able to quickly go to that briefcase structure and find it. At the end of the year, what I do is I take all of 2014's month file structure, so January 2014 through December 2014, and I put them into one briefcase called 2014, so that all those months from 2014 are in one briefcase, and I'm not scanning through all of those to find the one that I need.